Hello, and welcome to the Friday night edition of the Bliss Pickup. And I'm back. Listen, the last time you guys saw me, I was looking at Cam Good film, and somehow I went down the rabbit hole trying to find one good play, one impact play. But sometimes you need your brothers to pick you up and pull you out and say it ain't coming. It's all right. It's all right. But we are here, and obviously the Miami Dolphins opened up for committee camp, and that's exciting because we actually have football to talk about, if that's what you classify as football. But it starts now, right? We got to get these guys in the building. Malik showed up. I love it. I love it. And then running backs are getting paid. What does that mean for Devon Achane and the Miami Dolphins when we have to talk about guaranteed money? That's all I got. Tony Lou, let's get to it.
Insanity, welcome back. Lou, what's up, Lou? Hands and feet went on better.
Okay. Insanity and Tone was good.
What's going on? Everything cool? Is it safe to talk? That's all I want to know. Is it safe to speak?
Yeah, it should be. I don't have a mute button over here, so
all right,
it should be safe.
You know what I'm saying? I was just making sure, man. It's the past 2 days on you know what I'm saying? Ask people, what you call that when they take away your freedom of speech? I'm trying to see. Censoring people? Oh, all right, bet. That's all I want to say. Let me stop. Hey, earlier
I would have to put some in the purple pill to verify my answer anyway, so I don't know.
Earlier, well, I don't know about that. Earlier, I was trying to, get my dog and hit the nerve. I kind of hit the nerve, but Vondo was like, Tone, stop, because you know how you finna get him riled up. Hey, he kept on saying, "No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it." He kept on going.
Yeah, Insanity. Tony was trying to set me up earlier today. Yeah, he was trying to set me
up. That Tone, really?
I was asking simple questions. That's all I was doing, Insanity. That's
all. Nate, well, tell me one question. What was one question you asked?
What was wrong with him? That's all.
That's a damn lie.
But that's not what I was asking. What's wrong with you? That's all I asked, right? Right? Did I ask another question, Luke? What question did I ask you after that? Do you remember?
What we paying Devon Achane?
And we are going to get into that. We gonna get into that.
Different. You talk about paying Achane. Hey, you know what, Vicente? If a guy, let me start saying guy, if a person roots for a player that plays for another team, let's just say Cleveland Browns. If you're rooting for Shador, if I say, so you rooting for Brown, am I wrong for saying that? If you rooting for Shador, and I'm like, hey, so you rooting for
technically, I'll say this. Two things could be true. A player can have a good game, but the team not win. So,
but I'm saying, am I wrong for saying, are you rooting for a Brown? That's all I want.
Brown. Well, then, that verbally, like, grammatically is correct. You're rooting for a Brown.
But if you don't say you're rooting for a Brown and you just say the specific player's name, then are you rooting for the Brown?
If they play for the Browns,
if they currently play for the Browns, but if they currently play for the Browns, then yes, you're rooting for a Brown. But some people have been following Baker since he was on the Browns. Some people have been following Baker.
Vicinity, let me ask you this: if I say that I like what D'Angelo Pons had to say today in the media, does that make me a Jets fan?
It doesn't make you a Jets fan, but you're rooting for a Jet.
We got people here. Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm rooting for a Jet, but I don't say that I want the Jets to beat the Dolphins in anything I ever said, would that make me a Jet fan?
A Jet fan, no.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to clarify.
But he. So if I say we got people out here rooting for Jet, would I be wrong for that? Because he rooting for D'Angelo Pond? That's all. We asked you for saying because we need to get clarification of what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah.
If I say we got people out here rooting for Jets,
let me just put it like this, concisely. Lewis, no, you're not a Browns fan or a Jets fan, but you are a fan of a Jet. You are a fan of a Brown.
So technically, he's rooting for Jets.
Well,
Yeah.
Finsanity,
No.
our good brother here, Finsanity, our good brother here has been asking you. He asked you 2 or 3 questions. I just got one more question for
I
you.
just said Jets.
All right, I just got one question for you, Finsanity. So last year, if you rooted for a certain Tennessee Titan quarterback to play well, does that make you a Tennessee Titan fan? So now I can't ask my
Yes.
sister a
But
question.
hold on.
Wait.
ask my sister
No,
a
they
question.
were rooting for a Titan. They
But
weren't
they
a
will be rooting
Titans
for a
fan.
Titan, right? We will be rooting for a Titan.
But he's
So-
not a Titans fan.
So
Right.
you're supplementally
Nobody said nothing about being a fan
Listen,
of the team.
I'll tell you this. Put it in this aspect, right? We are all Dolphin fans, right? But when it comes to fantasy football, we fans of everybody on that roster that week that's in the lineup.
Right. So if I'm out here, if I'm rooting for, let's say, Joe Burrow, somebody could be like, "Yo, you out here rooting for Bengals?" I'm like, "I'm rooting for Joe Burrow."
Just the
You get what I'm
stats.
saying?
Just the stats.
But he's a Bengal, so I'm out there rooting for a Bengal. That's all I'm saying. That's if
I root for
every
all
history,
Bama players. So, but
every
I'm not.
Every fan in history then has rooted for another team. Then obviously is what y'all
I'm not rooting for another team. I'm rooting for a player.
Why we saying we were speaking of specific people?
You can root for a player and not a team.
Player. Right. That's what I'm saying. Is that possible? Right.
That's what I was trying to say, Finsanity, earlier, but they told me no.
Somebody said
there's only been one time where I have not rooted for a player, and that was Jason Taylor because he was on the Jets. That's the only time.
Okay.
That I liked, that I had liked previously.
I was just trying to clarify, if it was okay, because I heard a person. So if I say, you know what, this person is going to have a better, I could guarantee this person is going to have a better season than that person. You are rooting for that person to be better than the other person, right?
No. I'm just, if I say one player, well, again, Finsanity. See, this is what these people do, right?
Yeah. Give me the whole spiel.
Sorry, y'all. It's Friday. We just trying to get to the messy stuff early. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get. Well, listen, I'm trying to get a little context in the conversation. That's all I'm trying to do.
Oh, now you with context. He became an EPA, PFF dude the other show. Now you a context dude.
Now he's contextual.
You changing for the people.
I've only been in the community for like 7 years now. I mean, I've learned.
Okay,
I've learned this EPA pie charts and graphs and all the other stuff. Yeah.
All right.
All I'm saying, Finsanity, all I'm saying is, right, if I believe that a certain player is going to end up being better than another player, does that mean I'm rooting for that player to be better?
No, you're just making a projection.
Thank you. Well, let's get into the show. My work is done here.
It's a projection. You could be right or wrong. It's just a projection.
So if I say, I guarantee you, D'Angelo Ponds is going to be better than Chris Johnson.
I said guarantee.
Did you not say guarantee?
I think I said I was VC confident, if that's what you mean.
Is that not guaranteed?
Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm guaranteeing it. Yeah. I'm
okay, back. All right. So I said, context. All right. So if you say D'Angelo Ponds is going to be a better cornerback than Chris Johnson Jr., how would you take that? I'm just
that I think D'Angelo Ponds is going to be a better player. That's not me rooting against
D'Angelo
Chris
Ponds
Johnson.
Play for who? D'Angelo Ponds play for who? Oh, Chris Johnson play for who?
The Dolphins. What that mean?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, now correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to misquote people. Somebody said, I can't wait till D'Angelo Ponds play better than Chris Johnson.
That's a little too far.
No, they lied.
Now you're rooting. If you say you can't wait for it, now you're rooting.
If I got the audio, are we VC confident?
They lying on me.
Are you VC confident that I'm lying on you?
Yeah. I would never say that I'm rooting for them that play better.
I didn't say you ruined. I didn't say you say you're.
When you say you can't
wait that D'Angelo Ponds show y'all.
I can't wait till. Well, yeah, that's not me rooting. That's me again projecting. I can't wait till D'Angelo Ponds shows y'all.
Nah, that's rooting because now you're hoping for something. You're anticipating something. If you say, "Oh, I think D'Angelo Ponds," that's a thought. Like, cool. But if you say, "I can't wait," That's something
anticipating.
deep in your heart. No, that's in your heart. That is in your heart. No.
I'm
Listen,
anticipating.
I never thought
I'm
see the day
anticipating.
a Dolphins
No,
fan
no.
would root for a Jets
call it
player
what you
to
want.
be better than a Dolphins player. I never
Well,
thought.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
y'all
no,
can
never in
have
a
your.
million years. My
Y'all can
brother.
have y'all.
and
No. What I said was right. I can't wait till he shows y'all. I'm projecting my take to be right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not rooting. I'm projecting my take to be right. I believe he's a better player.
Okay, you couldn't wait till your tape
so
be
what-
right.
so-
Your tape
you
be
so-
can't
right.
wait to toot your horn. You can't wait to do the two. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying to us right now.
But that doesn't mean you. That doesn't mean I'm rooting.
Yes, it does.
So wait a minute.
You
So should I
basically
come out?
said
So what you're saying is what I should come out and say because he's a Dolphin. I should come out and say Will Kamara is a better tight end than Brock Bowers. That's what I should say because he's a Dolphin.
No,
No.
What you mean?
You never told you to lie.
So if I
No.
what's,
You never
so
told
what's
you
the
to lie.
difference?
But
So what's the difference if I say Brock Bowers is again better than what's his name? Then what?
nothing.
Does
But
that
if you
make me
say
rooting
if
I'm
you
a fan
can't say,
now of the Raiders?
hold on,
But
hold
these
on.
okay.
But
Can
what
I
if you
do
say
this?
this?
Go ahead.
What if you say this? Hold on, give me 1 second, Fitzgerald. What if you say this? I can't wait to Cash Merrick show y'all that he's gonna be trash this year. How do that sound now?
That would be rooting, and I never said that. That would be rooting.
But you did say you couldn't wait till D'Angelo Palm show you that he's better than Chris Johnson.
No. You know what, man? Y'all can say what y'all want.
You just spoke this
No, we don't want
whole
content.
thing.
Chris Johnson.
You know, if they say my work here is done, we can get into the show.
You absolutely right.
Okay. So listen. Luckily, we are now at the point where, we can talk about some things, more Miami Dolphins, and hopefully these guys, these rookies can show that they can step up to the plate and be better than other players that were drafted. That's what you hope for. That's what you want as a Dolphin fan when you're a Dolphin fan and not rooting for another player on another team, like somebody up here. Tony, since you are a Dolphin fan, Lewis, don't do it, Lewis. I'm just trying. I just trying to get the question.
And a Cincinnati fan, and a Los Angeles Rams fan. Don't he root for Sam?
I have never.
What's his name?
I have never.
Joe Burrow? You don't root for Joe Burrow?
I can't. Can I? Yes, I do. I have never ever said I can't wait till Joe Burrow show y'all he's a better player than Tua Tagovailoa. Never. Even y'all know.
You didn't have
how
to.
I felt about Tua.
You didn't have to.
I have never said I can't wait.
You would have to.
You would never have to say that.
What?
We know that.
Can I say something? Can I say? Now, last year, everyone asked me when Joe Burrow come down here and play against the Dolphins, who are you rooting for? What's my answer? I hope he had the worst game in his doggone career. That was my answer. I could get you all those.
I remember it. I'm a witness.
I hope he have the worst. I said, y'all crazy? Not when it comes to the Dolphins. Sorry, next game you'll be better. But when you play the Dolphins, you're gonna have the worst game. Throw 4 pick six.
And when the Jets play the Dolphins, and when the Jets play the Dolphins, I want Chris Johnson to have 9 interceptions. You see how that works?
Okay, but you didn't say. But you still said
what that mean?
You can't wait until D'Angelo Palm show you he's a better quarterback.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
Hey,
one good game does not make one player better than the other. It's a longevity thing. But can we get right? So you're not going to stick that in there, Lou. You're not going to stick that in there. Tony. Yes. Back to the question before, someone's feathers was a little rough. Let me stop now. Hey, Lou, you my bro. We're not. It's Friday. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you watch Cam Good film. People, this is what happens. You come back a whole new person. Boom. Tony, thoughts and takeaways from what we heard out of rookie minicamp.
See, I thought I was done with taking shots, but so I heard there was this certain individual that said,
2 words.
He can't wait to prove everyone wrong. That he's been proving everyone wrong based on his size, the size of the person. He can't. He's been his whole life. He's been proving people wrong with his ability to play. It was this individual bought that statement, was excited, and stopped the whole show just to hear that. Now I did hear one individual, Cash Merrick. Right, Will Merrick. We know who that is, right? they came out and asked him about his playing style, and he said grimy and gritty, right? I'm like, oh, I like that. See, now I like that, grimy and gritty. He also said, which I listened to him, and they asked him about his playing style. He said, "Oh, I'm here to play to the whistle. I'm trying to run you into the ground if it's a blocking play, and if it's a receiving or a pass play, I'm trying to get every yard that I can get until that whistle blows." So I hear this guy say, "I'm trying to run a guy to the ground." Like I'm blocking play, I'm trying to run you to the ground. We want that mindset, right? Vicinity, right? Would you agree with that too, as well, Lou? That we love that mindset, right? Lou, am I allowed?
Oh yeah. I love that mindset. Yeah.
But you know what? When the person bought the interview, they were so hype and excited about that one small guy, that 5'9", 5'8" guy, saying that he's been proving people wrong his whole life, but they downplayed what Kaepernick said. So I don't know. One player played for the Jets, the other one played for the Dolphins. Y'all figure that one out. I'm not going to get
How did I downplay it? I put Kaepernick's interview in there first before I put the other one.
Yeah. And when I was bringing the scenario up, you just said right here, like you said over there, he said 2 words. That's what you said.
Because you said I made the other guy sound like a poet. So did you. The other one said 2 words.
But you didn't bring out the part that he said on passing plays, he's trying to run people into the ground. Why we bring that part up?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Tone. I was a little confused on that. You remember Durham Smythe, Julian Hill, when they would chip block and there would be no one in the flat? Who are you gonna run over when there's no one guarding you? I was a little confused when he said trying to run. He said
on blocking plays.
Yeah. Well, according to y'all, he might be rooting for the other team because I showed a play where he hits his own teammates. So I don't know. What happens if he hits a Dolphin?
Why we misdirecting?
I'm just asking.
That is the master of deflection right there. I asked you one simple thing. Why did you bring up the quote about him saying on blocking plays he wants to run people into the ground? He wants to finish.
I didn't
he said, "I'm trying to finish you. I'm trying to run you to the ground." Why are we deflecting? But when that D'Angelo Ponds dude,
I thought that's what we knew about him already.
We didn't know about D'Angelo Ponds. We've been talking about it for 4 months. Them 4 months you said we've been talking about the same people for the last 4 months.
Y'all told me y'all didn't hear. All I heard was 2 inches. That was for 4 months. That's what I heard.
Oh, but you did hear it for 4 months, though, right? So we have been talking about that young man for 4 months, right?
You know who we didn't talk for 4 months? Will Kaepernick.
All right. So why we ain't talk about him now? That's even more reason for you to talk about him now.
Because he still don't matter now. Because he's irrelevant then. He was irrelevant now. That's why we don't talk about him.
I'm so glad we got that on clip that right there. See, you see how he down. Listen, this guy D'Angelo Ponds is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But Kaepernick is irrelevant. He was irrelevant then. You know what? Sorry, you know what? Percentage them get back.
Will Kaepernick, according to my sister, Will Kaepernick should have been a Miami Hurricane. Irrelevant. That's what he should have played.
That's cool. He's a Miami Dolphin though, right? I thought all Miami Dolphin players are relevant, right? It's what they should be to you. At least they are to me. But, and teach his own. Fan how you want to fan. Teach his own, my brother. Teach his own. But, so listen, that part right there, Vicinity, I love that. Like, when he said that, I'm like, that's the mentality. That's what I was saying, what I watched him on the field. Now, that is a key point right there, what I just said. The reason why I like that and I was so excited for him saying that, because it only confirmed what I already saw on the film. It's not just talk, right? Talk is cheap. Now, we say the same thing about when we go watch people at the combine. I'm only watching the combine to confirm what I already saw on film. I saw a playmaker. I saw a guy with real athleticism, right? I saw this. So all I just need you to confirm it. What did I tell y'all? He was this is only the second or third time that when I watched the guy on film, I was excited watching him block someone. That's what. This before I heard the comments or anything. So by him saying that, I'm like, well, that mindset only confirms what I already saw on film. And we was out here saying he's an elite blocker, and we want that type of culture here where players come here and they want to impose their will on you. I like that, and then, other people that was talking like Cal, oh, shucks, I keep forgetting his doggone name. Kyle Lewis. Sorry, Kyle Lewis. I like the fact that he was saying that Hafley said wherever he think he plays best is what he's going to use him. So he's going to use his versatility. So he said it's up to him to show him what he's capable of in whatever role that Hafley wants to use him in. That's cool because I know on ESPN they have him listed as a safety, but on our depth chart and in training right now in a mini camp, they have him working out with the linebackers. So, I'm glad to see that he's accepted his versatility role, being versatile and all that, even though I'm quite sure they talked to him before that. But to see that he welcomes that and he's willing to take on that challenge, that is a great outlook. Listen, Jacob Rodriguez, now we all expect these, right? So obviously they saying all the right things. For the people that's going to say, and I know this, let me preface this by saying this. I understand all the people that's going to say, well, Tone, what do you expect them to say? They're supposed to say all the right things. And I will rebuttal with saying, haven't we been complaining about our players the last year and the year prior to that, saying all these foolish things, saying all the wrong things, take a microphone for them. We don't want to hear these guys in front of mics because they can't seem to say the right thing. They always put their foots in their mouth. Always have to put their feet in their mouth.
During the season, though, not in training camp.
Yes, it was. Because in training camp, I remind you, that is when Bradley Chubb told us that foolishness about, we dipped our foot in the water and didn't get all the way in. That was during training camp.
That was through training camp. And we also had another training camp conversation with our second round draft pick, Jonas Salvanea, where he said, I'm just here to block my ass off for our starting quarterback, this, that, and third, and then graded out to be the worst guard to ever play in the history of the league.
Right.
So we did, and guess what suckers did, Tom? They ate that up.
Is that the equivalent of someone saying that they hear
that's the equivalent of it's the equivalent of just talking, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. See, he said he came to block for a specific player. That's what he said. That's different.
He said he was here to be the best player at his position. That's what he said.
He said he came here to block for a specific player, as opposed to a guy said, I'm willing to do whatever to make the team better. Wherever Hafley sees me and said that that's where I bring the most value, then that's what I'll do. It's up to me to show him that I bring him value in those areas. That's not specifically, right? And at the end of the day, even if you do hear someone say good, that still don't change the fact of multiple times we hear guys coming out saying things that we like, well, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Keep your mouth closed. Wasn't that Tua and Tyreek issue? Wasn't that during the offseason? When he came back and said he had to earn his way, and I'm like, that's going to create friction.
You just specifically talking about last offseason?
I'm just saying, but you could say last offseason, you could say the offseason before that. I'm just saying when these guys was talking about was more specifically last offseason, because that's when it started to boil over and we started to get tired of it. Like, we are so sick and tired of these guys talking.
Mm-hmm.
I
get your overall point, Tone. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, bro, like, again, when I hear people say, well, they say the right things now, and your rebuttal is, well, haven't we complained in the past? I will say this to that, right? And I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, bro,
I want to see when adversity hits, right? Are you going to say the right things? Because right now there's no adversity. So it's easy to say the right things now and make everything sound good. But what happens if this thing goes left quick and you're getting punched in the mouth? Are you still in the media saying the right things? That's all I'm saying.
You can only, that's the one you have to wait to see approach, right? But again, would you say all of the stuff that came out by Caden Proctor, would you say that's dealing with a little bit of adversity? Being constantly asked questions about your weight loss or your motivation?
Well, I would say no, because wasn't it his first year in college? He's played 2 other years or 3 other years in college where he hasn't had that problem. So I would say no, that's not an issue no more. We thought initially it was now, though.
He's been questioned about it now. Nick Saban said it now, and it even today on God dog, what's his name? The GM that everyone loves, Louis Riddick today was saying the same thing about him. Well, the problem is you have to make sure he's self-motivated. You have to make sure you have someone around him, or can you trust him if you can't have someone around him 24/7? That was an interview today that was said that. So they're still questioning his mentality and if he has the mental capacity to get over that stuff. They're still questioning that. He's coming out saying all the right things. He's coming out there not only showing you, he's showing up at training camp still. He's not 400 pounds. He's proving to you why he's not 400 pounds. He's proving to you his mindset, why how he came and was able to come in training camp or the following 2 seasons after that. You know, for what people don't bring up, they only bring up that one season that Nick Saban spoke about, but everyone is overlooking what he said about, well, after that, I got on whatever that regimen he got on, right? The heat workout thing that he's been doing. And he said, I love the way it felt coming in training camp in shape. And he said he loved how that feel. And that motivated him. And he kept going with that. But no one is talking about that. They just keep asking him questions about that one season when he was a 17-year-old. So to me, I would say, yes, that is still when you're being asked these questions. Those are not the good, easy questions to answer. Right? That's all I'm asking. So at the end of the day, if they're coming out and they're doing and saying the things that we want to hear, because because you could say again, because I'll give you one. Kenny Grant came out and said, oh, they're here to change the culture. You remember that? He said that too. But then we waited to see the wait-and-see approach to see if he was a culture changer. Right? And from the training camp, from the beginning, right? Training camp, when we start watching, we were like, he's not showing up in training camp. Sometimes I forget that he's on first team. What team is he doing the reps with? Right? So yes, we hear what they said and we judge them based on what we saw during training camp. But at the end of the day, that still don't take away the fact of all of the stuff that's been coming out, that's been said. Half of the people that was that in the offseason when Devon Achane said we had enough dogs in the building. That was the offseason, right?
No, so that was during the season.
Was it?
Yeah, that was during the season. That was when the questions were happening about if this team was soft, this, that, and the third. Yeah, that was during the season.
I think that was in the offseason. But we can't. When he came that first time, when he said, he was like, no, I think we have. But I could be wrong about that. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, when and then also the what I also like. Hold on, let me put this part in there. Malik Willis and Jaden Tolbert, 2 newcomers. They showed up out there for rookie mini camp just to show the support. They was out there standing watching them with Eric Sullivan, right? Especially Malik Willis, because that's leadership. Things that you don't ask, things that you don't have to do, but it's just you see that type of thing and you see that he's taking that serious and it's already in him. It's built in. You don't have to ask him, or we don't have to wonder what type of person he is, or is he willing to go the extra mile and take the extra step. We don't have to ask about these guys because so far so good. They're already showing things. Now we did ask about those questions about our past quarterback. Has he ever been the first one in, last one out, things of that nature, right? So all I'm saying is the only thing we could go by right now, as of right now, is hey, what we see, what they're doing. I'm liking what they're doing. Now if they don't hold if they don't show that and they don't translate into the field, then we can say, well, you said this, but I also see this. But I'm not going to take it for granted the fact that I was dealing with this team that couldn't seem to say, they couldn't get right when it came to what they were saying in the media. They couldn't. Half of the time it was contradictions. Half of the time it was like, well, you said this, but why you ain't say that when Jordan Poyer was out there saying about the practices and things of that nature. I can't forget about that and then act like I'm gonna overlook these guys as young rookies coming in here, and at least it seems like they're media trained. Now I understand what you're saying, Lou. It's crazy that we have to praise people for doing things that should be natural. That it's normal. Unfortunately, that's where we stand. That's the situation that we're in, that the things that we thought just should be automatic are things that wasn't automatic for the past players that was here. At least, and I'm talking about for the leadership. Remember, Tua said that crazy stuff. He's a leader. Job said that he's a leader. Coming from your leaders. So that's all I'm saying, But me personally, coming out, that this basically all we could talk about is the things that was being said and has been shown. And I love the fact, and I end here. I love the fact that Malik and Jalen Tobin was out there and they just showed up, because you do build team camaraderie like that. Those small nuances, the little small things that you can't quite put your finger on, like, what is it about this team? It's the bond that they build. Those things they do come and play when, Lou, you said it, adversity hit. When adversity hit, you have that type of relationship and that rapport with each other to where you can tell each other the truth and don't have to sugarcoat anything, and y'all get and have those tough conversations that are necessary to be a successful franchise. So yes, I'm happy with everything that I heard. Sorry to be a little bit long-winded, but Lou, Lou was wanted to hate on me. You understand me? But go ahead, Lou.
Again, listen, I'm just trying to put on for the show a little bit. Can I hate on anything that was said today? Nah, I can't hate on none. I mean, it is what it is. I got a question for y'all, though, before I go. When I've been seeing all these other rookie mini camps going across the league, people have been working out. I've been seeing running plays, drills, all kind of stuff. And Hafley's words, not mine. Today was a day of teaching them how to stretch. Didn't we hear, since Tony's so big on what they've been saying, I thought we were going to have all these tough practices and it was going to be here to show me. Now, you mean to tell me our 12th pick overall that went to Roll Tide, and our first round cornerback that we traded Jalen Waddle in a top 90 player for, and did all this thing and was the best corner in college football by the number? You don't think they know how to stretch? Again, I'm just asking y'all. I'm asking for a friend.
They should not stretch, but you could always get taught how to stretch the correct way and properly. You can always
2 hours of stretching.
But so are you saying it was 2 hours of stretching? Because that in that same quote, he also said that was a joke because we also did some playbook and some drills. He also said that part. So you just
did you not see the video of Caleb Douglas out there running the drills with the coach? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out. No,
I'm just asking. Did you not watch the videos? Do you not keep up? Come on.
Did you see a ball thrown?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
By who?
By the backup quarterback. I don't know who he was when they were
Gronkowski.
Yeah, whoever that man name is.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, man. At the end of the day, the team went through a rigorous training stretching program today. It was very tough. Glad to see that they came unscathed. There was no injuries. Stretching the glutes and hamstrings and things of that nature. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm so excited to listen about what these guys are going to get in front of the media and say tomorrow. Pretty much that's it. Yay, Dolphins. We're back, baby.
Yeah. Listen, you want to know how to properly stretch, because when you do get into those, I guess, tough practices and that body's being torn and shredded to pieces. Yeah. You don't want nobody up there cramping. Like, let's be honest, they're in a new environment. They do need to learn and get acclimated to this climate and how their body is going to stretch within this. Also, to Tony's point, love that you brought it up. Go ahead, Tony. Sorry,
finish.
No. I just want to point out real quick, to the element. How hot do you think it is in the bubble at 72 degrees? They got AC in the bubble, right?
But you practice the right way. Everything.
Yeah. But you said
nothing.
Well, Caleb was running the drills. Was that in the bubble or was that outside?
But I thought we were talking. Okay. My bad. I thought it was stretching.
Okay. Now you stick to stretching. All right.
I can only go by for what I hear. That's all I said. Go ahead. My bad.
All I'm saying is, you do need to know how to properly stretch your body when you're playing a sport as physical as this. Just saying. Sometimes you're taught a different way. They're all coming from different schools, different programs. He's like, this is how I want you to do it, just like this. So you're ready to go the way we want you to go. Sometimes it's the small things. It's the minor details that we overlook that are foundational. And listen, they're doing it together. They're holding each other accountable. I've seen where like some people are just light jogging it, some people are going full at it. Like, nah, we all in it. And listen, you might want to take it as a joke and it's like, oh, stretching, stretching. I know one thing. I know one thing. I've seen a lot of players at all levels. It's the ones who don't properly stretch or do it. They go to do something and they tweaking stuff. So what's the name? Now to Tony's point, because we don't want to spend too much time on the stretching, even though it is important. I love that you mentioned. Oh my God!
No, no,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure. I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure. Can you say that one more time? For the minor details, I just want to, because I seen Tony clapping.
No, because
can you just say that one more time? What are we doing the stretching for vicinity?
you have, first of all, you have to foundationally get everything right. Like structurally, if you're saying it means something to us for you to properly stretch and we're watching how you stretch, sometimes for coaches, that is just something to them. They could see like little, they could take tidbits away from that. We don't know why. Why?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit.
No,
I know damn well. I did not hear Finsanity just come out here and say foundational stretching.
it could be the mentality also. How do you stretch as a player? How seriously do you take this? It could be a mentality thing for them. It could be beyond just actual stretching. There's so many things we can get, but I don't need to go there because you know this, we know this. We're just telling it to the people. To Tony's point, I love that the quarterback and the veteran wide receiver were there to watch it. Why? Because they are going to be, we're anticipating that these rookie wide receivers, once they get acclimated, right, are going to be the weapons for Malik. And I like that he actually showed up and was like, hey, I want to see how you guys do this. I want to see what your work ethic looks like. It's day one. How are you coming? How are you approaching even these drills and stuff? I'm not throwing you the ball yet, but sometimes even just understanding a wide receiver's stride, there's so many little minor intricate details, Lewis. I'm trying to tell you that you can take away from things. That's why film, when you look at it, sometimes you might even look how, like when we did it, right? Prime example, right? We were looking at the film for what was it? The Panthers, I believe.
Panthers game, yep. And you
Panthers, right? And it was a formation, and I was like, let me see the stance that running back is in. And we picked it up, and we were like, okay, when he's standing like this, he's getting the ball. When he's not, they're pitching it out. Something that small that you're like, oh, it's a minor detail, but we were able to pick it up, and we saw it, and we were like, oh, that's something that we would expect one of the linebackers of the D line, because like depending on the eye level, to try to look for and see so that they can anticipate what kind of play it's going to be. We can try to negate those things, but players like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, they will tell you it would be the smallest
Luke Kuechly
things, the things that you wouldn't even think about, and it'd be like, okay, cool. But that's my point from what you guys said. 100% agree with everything you guys. Go ahead, Tone. I apologize. Go ahead before I get to the next thing. Go ahead.
Speaking of stretching, right? I'm glad you pointed out. You have to pay attention to the details, because I remember on here saying those are the type of things that I noticed that Vic Fangio did. Pay attention to every single minor detail. Every single one, the things that we overlooked. Remember I said just the thought that he looked, but he didn't look the right way. He like, run that again. And it's just a look. We know what you're doing in the drills. Those minor details are very important and very key because they become second nature. Now, speaking of stretching and how maybe important or lack of important or not important it is, I do know, that guy that he continues to say, we traded a first and a third for this guy here. Didn't he always have soft tissue issues? I'm just asking for a friend. Always had soft tissue issues. Didn't we always complain about what's going on with our training staff? We should fire them because all of these type of injuries that we sustaining, we can't seem to stay healthy. But now we're just going to overlook stretching. You see how quick we forget about the things that happen with this team. But you know what? It's not paying attention to detail. That again. Now, speaking of that dude, that individual that seemed to always have soft tissue issues. Right, and that comes from stretching for the most part. If you want to know, when you got your hamstring and all those things that tend to injure you, hurt you or hinder you. I'm sorry. stretched the right way. Now, also, speaking of that guy, now this man Lewis keeps saying, "Oh, we traded him in the top 100 pick for him for Waddle." Well, with that trade, I just want y'all to understand we did get Chris Johnson with that trade. I guess he seemed to leave Chris Johnson out of that trade, and he keeps saying we replacing him with Caleb Douglas. The trick
No, I'm talking about Chris Johnson. I'm talking about Chris Johnson.
Well, and you said you said Caleb Douglas when he said we see him running the route. Did you see him running the drills? And
every time I talk about it, I try to. Well, I just want to clarify. I'm always talking about Chris Johnson. I'm not.
So we did get Chris Johnson, and then you also say, and then we got Caleb Douglas.
To replace Waddle.
But I just want to point out, the pick that we got for Waddle was used on Chris Bell, not Caleb Douglas. Just to get context, I just want everything to be honest. What that Denver pick went for Chris Bell, sir, not Caleb Douglas.
A guy that's starting on the pup list.
Hey, listen. What about his skill set?
I didn't.
You got any complaints about his skill set?
So I can't talk. So I can't bring up that he started on the pup.
I don't actually. Yes, you can. Yes, a guy that maybe
is that not factual information? That's all I'm.
No, it's not factual because he haven't started yet.
No,
but it's a potential.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's a potential. Like he was out there. He was out there. He was participating and running through drills on the sideline on his own. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't participating with the rest of the rookies. So, but we do understand they're going to slow play him coming off injury. But I just want to know, whenever you talk about who we replace Waddle with, that guy that always has soft tissue injuries, it was Chris Johnson and Chris Bell. So Chris and Chris, homeboy. That's what I'm saying.
So
he's right.
So we
you want to switch out a Chris with a Caleb? Nah.
So we replaced Waddle with a SWAT corner and ACL torn player. All right, say that. I mean, hey man, now listen. I'm good,
what you got to get SWAT corners? Let me ask you a question. What you got to get?
I ain't got no issue. I forgot. He's the best corner coming out of the draft. I forgot. My bad.
Do you like Sauce Gardner? You think?
I didn't like him. No.
You think he overrated?
I thought he was overrated.
The Jets was able to get 2 first-round picks for that guy.
He
came from the same conference.
A squirrel finds a nut every day. What that mean?
All right. What about Quinyon Mitchell? What do you think about him?
Scrub.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
Defensive rookie of the year, Super Bowl contributor. And you're putting on for the show. He putting on right now. Now he putting on. But anyway, those 2 scrubs came from that same conference. They seem to be doing very well in the league. Both of them won defensive rookies of the year, I might add. I just want to throw that part out there. So since we going, hate and throw shade on that conference, I'm just saying there's some accomplished players that came as of recent. I don't want to go back to that's about recent, that came in the league and did very well for themselves. So just, hate to hate. That's all I want to. I just want to put that part out there for you, Vicinity, since we want to hate on the stretching and the guy that Waddle that he wanted to complain about who we replaced. That all ties into the stretching and what we got for him. So I'm just saying.
It does. Now, there's a picture that's floating around. Since we're gonna stay on this stretching thing for so long,
we're going to the next topic, man.
Yeah. Well, I just want to finish out the topic. Then my fault. That's all I want to do. Because there was a picture floating around today of while they were stretching, Halfley, Sully, and a couple other, I guess they must be strength and conditioning coaches standing around watching the stretches. And according to y'all, it's about watching for the little small details. Now, if I can provide evidence of last year, first day of training camp, Mike McDaniel standing next to Chris Greer and their training staff watching them stretches. According to y'all, we still had that same player with hamstring issues, right? We still had that same. We still had
because their mentality isn't the same as theirs.
Thank you for saying
mentality is different.
You get away with that foolishness.
Were they stretching? It's just a question. Were they stretching?
But that's not what we were saying. What we were saying is not about them actually stretching. It's about him paying attention to the minor details on how to stretch correctly, not
so
just
you
watch
mean
them stretch. The proper way of stretching, getting the.
okay.
That's what it is. The minor details. You just
So you
anybody
mean
can
to tell
stand
me?
around and watch you stretch, but who
So
put emphasis on stretching the correct and proper way? That's
okay.
the difference.
Right.
Okay, cool. So you mean to tell me this was Halfley?
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Is that what you telling me? Is that what you telling me? So today, while he was watching them stretch, he walked. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Is that what you're telling me?
No, he was telling them the correct way to stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen,
You know what?
don't take
Let's
this
get
for
to the next
granted.
topic.
Don't half-ass this stretching. I want you to stretch, fully prepared. Get yourself and your body ready to go through the wear and tear of a full season. It starts at practice.
It does.
And it's
I agree
also
with that.
it can also be the notation of like, okay, let's see how you stretch. Let's see how you do with drills. If you're taking like half measures at everything, they're going to notice that, and they're letting them know like, nah, you can't take any half measures. We're always watching you. We're always evaluating something. Even if you don't, they might evaluate how these guys eat lunch. We don't know. That's off the
Nutrition.
wall. But come on now, like all these things to them might matter, and it might be indicative of the type of player that they want. Culturally, you don't want guys that want to come in, be lazy while they're stretching and all that. Why? Because if you're lazy in one thing, you're lazy in other things. It's
Mindset.
just your mentality. It's just how you are. So you can say all this type of stuff, but even the smallest thing that you might think is insignificant, let me see how you stretch. Let me see on your first day how much you are locked into this program, how much you want this opportunity. Because guess what? Someone else might be doing it way, I don't want to say better, but more efficiently and effectively. They might take to the side, hey, listen, we need you to do it like this. And then they're going to go back to see if you're doing it like that. We don't know everything that's going into it, but we're saying that it's just beyond stretching. Like there's so many things we could go. But let's get to the next topic. Lou, I do appreciate the banter though. That was funny though. I loved it. Running backs got paid, and a rookie running back is now got the highest guaranteed contract in league history. So yeah, Jeremiah Love, the third overall pick from the Arizona Cardinals, got about 53 mil over 4 years. Then a veteran in Breece Hall, he got 29 mil guaranteed, about 14 on average, and Jeremiah's I believe is about 13. I'm not going to put the decimal points, but 14, 13 and 14. We have a running back and Devon Achane who was due. Lou, how do you feel about how do you think that these contracts will affect the Dolphins' negotiation with Devon Achane?
Um, how do I affect? I don't think it affects at all. I've been consistently saying this was Achane is going to want this kind of money. I'm not surprised. Now I'm surprised that again, I won't even say about the rookie because the rookie's coming on a pay scale anyway, so that's fine. Now I'm shocked Breece Hall got 14.5 million. Right? Because it's the 3 year, I think it's 47.5 million. But again, reports came out 29.5 million or something like that over 2 years is fully guaranteed. That's about 14.5. Yeah, for the people that think Devon Achane, and let me clarify real quick. I think Devon Achane is better than Breece Hall. Right? I don't want y'all to think I'm a Jet fan, right? So I'm gonna take the Dolphin over the Jet.
Established.
Yeah. I think Devon Achane is better. So with that being said, does anyone think he's taking less than Breece Hall?
Of course not.
So the baseline is already at 14.5 million. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't know how many times I got to come on this great network or anywhere else you hear my voice and say, I'm not paying no running back, not even nothing close to that. Especially a running back that has played for my favorite football team going on, 4 years now, 3 years exactly, with only one 1,000-yard season. That's what he has. At the end of the day, Tone's going to bring up all these other guys and tell you how Devon Achane matches up with him. We don't care about none of that.
What's we?
You know what those other guys also do? Carry the ball a lot more. Give you more than, like, what are we paying Achane for? 16 carries a game, 17 carries a game. Now let me ask you this: Will Kazmaier, we brought him in to run the ball, right? We
No.
brought on that. What happened? No, well, wait a minute. Ain't we just came out of the last segment talking about what Hafley has been preaching and stuff. Ain't they turning this into a running football team?
Oh, you talk about to help with the run game because you said
Yeah,
run the ball as if
what
he's
I'm
gonna
saying,
be running the ball.
what I'm saying is, do you think this
okay,
is more of a running team or a passing team now?
Yes, I get what you're saying. Yes.
Again, Achane is a 16, 17 a carry guy. If you think that I'm about to pay you over $15 million a season for 16 carries a game, you done lost your damn mind. So when you ask for that kind of money, your production got to go up. Now, with the Jonathan Taylors of the world that are making $14 million, they're carrying the ball almost 30 times a game. Those kind of guys. Christian McCaffrey, the guy that's up there and making that kind of money, you know what he carries the ball? About 25 times a game. When Achane 16, 17 million, y'all listen, y'all fall in love with these players. I don't fall in love with players. I fell in love with this logo. I don't know how y'all feel again. We'll continue the conversation. I don't want to hear y'all's thoughts. But with Breece Hall, $14.5 million, Achane ain't signing for a penny under that. We're talking about 15, maybe plus million. And I'm sorry, at that point, I'm bowing out of the conversation. We should have traded Devon Achane when hold on, wait for it. Since y'all accused me of it earlier.
Don't toot. You're not gonna...
Don't tell me not to toot. I tooted. The fact of the matter is, I told y'all we should have traded him, and he should have been on the trade block because we're going to get screwed. They're going to cave in. They're going to overpay for a guy. And again, the same people that I'm talking to, when they turn on Devon Achane 2 years from now, I'll be the one sitting here laughing in everybody's face. He's not worth $15+ million. Point blank, period.
So, Lou do this all the time. I always have to correct this young man. Why he always just the running game and this is and that. While he was talking, I went to look up some Devon Achane, and we know his rookie season he got injured only 11 games. He had 997 yards from scrimmage. 2024 he had 1499, and last year he had 1838. That's an increase every year, right? I'm just asking. Now we talking about 19, 20 yards a catch, but I mean, carries a game. But what about his receiving? He's giving you, now I'm not even doing targets. He's giving you 78 and 67 respectfully the past 2 seasons receptions. If you do the math on that, that's about 19 to 20 touches per game. What those guys are averaging. Now,
when he plays football, what is his what do they put next to his name? What position does he play?
Running back.
He has 1,000-yard running back season. He has 1,000-yard rushing season.
Okay, that's but it. See, all right. But if you say he have 1,000 yards, do that take away how many receiving yards he give you?
Again, is he a receiver?
I'm asking you, if he get 10 yards receiving, is that a first down or not?
Oh yeah. It's a first down.
So if he get 10 yards rushing, is that a first down or not?
Absolutely, it's a first down.
So why are we trying to separate it as if one is different than the other? Yards or yardage?
I just want to know if he was a 1,000-yard rusher. How many times he did it? That's all I asked.
He was a 1,499 and an 18 plus yard contributor per year.
Combined. Oh, okay, cool.
Right, combined.
We keep going combined. I'm talking about rush.
Yeah, because that's what he give you. You can't take away what he give you. That is being disingenuous. That is devaluing his value. Because you're trying to eliminate. Hold on. When he scored a ball, if he give you 8 receiving touchdowns, is that not the same as 8 rushing touchdowns?
Absolutely, it's the same. Yes, for sure.
So why we sit here talking like he's not giving you that?
Is he worth $15 million or more?
For me, now mind you, I said if it was me, I wouldn't pay him that. But I did. Now also said I do think he's worth that though. See, it's difference. Why I wouldn't pay him is because of the cap we in, right? Listen, the way we are in dire need of this cap, the salary cap space. That's what I'm looking for. The salary cap space. For me, I didn't. The same reason I said about Malik Willis. Listen, the cap space. I don't know if you want to go out there and take a chance. They did. Kudos to them. The same thing goes for Devon Achane. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's not valued at that, because the same way that I said the Bijan Robinson, they're gonna get paid up 19 to 20 million a year. Jameer Gibbs, 19 to 20 million a year. He's right in the category with them. His numbers are comparable to both of those guys. That's rushing and receiving. Put their numbers together, they all are in the same category. Matter of fact, he outrushed both of them. I think no. Yeah, I think he outrushed both of them last year. So all I'm saying is, if we want to keep it 100 because of our let me say me, because of our cap situation is the only reason I'm saying don't pay him that. That's the only reason. But if we come in here and tell you the value that he brings, absolutely, because
but I thought the cap situation is way better moving forward.
Moving forward, yes, but what about right now? Now, I'm glad you said that.
But that contract won't kick in this year.
Hold on, that is just what I was going to say. It don't have to kick in the year, but you're going to have to pay him a significant amount depending on the guaranteed money, right? So it is something that's going to hit this year because it's $5 million right now.
Right.
Let's just say you extend them, and at bare minimum, Breece Hall is guaranteed 29. You understand?
Right.
This rookie is guaranteed $53 million.
Right.
So what do you think they're gonna have to guarantee him? And that's what I'm saying. So if you guarantee him whatever the guarantee is, you have to see what his signing bonus is going to be, because that's how they're going to distribute what hits the cap this year. Remember, that's why I will give him a 4-year. I'll give him a fifth-year deal. That way, even if you guarantee, let's just say you guarantee him the 50, let's say 55 million. Guarantee him 55. Give him 1 point whatever more than a rookie got. If you give him a 4 or 5 year contract, 5 years, that's 11 million. That's 11 million a year, but you give him a signing bonus of, let's say, 35. You separate that 35 in 5 years, that's only 7 a year. That's going to hit that. So that's all I'm saying. It depends on how they structure his contract. But for me, yes, I will make maybe only, because you don't want an extra $7 or $8 million hitting your cap this year. You don't want to do that. So you understand me? So that's how for me, that's how I would.
How did they structure Jeremiyah Love though? Because ain't Jeremiyah Love a first round talent, so he got a 4-year deal with the 5th-year option, right?
But that money, no, that's 4 years. That 53 is over 4 years. The 5th-year option is extended alone.
Is the extended longer, right?
Yeah, that's outside of them. So don't add that in.
So he got 4 years. He got 4 years at 53 million, right?
Yes.
So that averages out to 13 point something, correct?
1320 something or 1345 or something. If it's saying you got to I got it right here.
Right, but wouldn't you have to? So even
1325.
Okay, 1325. So even if you did Achane like that, wouldn't you, a 4-year deal? Wouldn't you have to give Achane more than that? In your opinion?
Yes, but the signing bonus is what I'm talking about.
Okay, and in that scenario, I'm just asking you and Finsanity. At that point, what would that signing bonus be for you if that was the deal that Achane got? What would that sign?
Give him a signing bonus. 28 done it. 28 due at signing.
28 due at signing.
Give him 25 due at signing, but fully guaranteed whatever. You get what I'm saying? However it is, just do it like that. Be like, listen, we'll give you 22 million due at signing. Spread that over 4 years, and boom, there you go. That's what I'll do. You understand?
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So Lou don't want to.
Yes.
Now, what I would say,
yes.
and I have to keep the same energy. I'm not going to change. I'll move off my square. I did say, if you are a great head coach or a GM, you find a way to use a guy like Achane. He's a weapon. He is. So if you're going to sign him, and I do believe they're going to sign him, for everyone that thinks just because no news have been coming out and things of that nature, he showed up for a reason, right? And now we understand, because the question was asked earlier, how come the Dolphins aren't signing? We're not getting the rookie signings. Let's remember, people, we have to wait to post-June for them to sign. That's when that money comes in. So, and I think that's when Achane contract is going to hit the market, and we're going to see what he's getting. Now, with Breece Hall getting a guaranteed 29 essentially over the 2 years. They do have the third year, but there's no guarantees in that third year that leave them a little wiggle room with that 45 million that they was it 45 or 47? I think it was 47 total. But that leaves him a little wiggle room for him to make his money incentivize him to get him. But at the end of the day, Achane, on the other hand, he's looking at these contracts and he's like, this is what that gives you your measuring stick. Now I did say this. If I said this from the beginning, if the franchise tag starts you off with this next year, which may go up, start you up at 14 point what, 4, 14.3 or 14 and a half, something like that, 14.4, I think it was, 14.4. As your agent, that is my starting point. I'm not going nowhere below that. Because even if you want to, like, part of your leverage is, well, we control you for the next 3 years. This year, we can franchise you 2 years after that. Well, then the starting point, even for next year, starts at 14 million, 14.4. So I understood that's where it was coming from. And listen, if they do and give him the 15, I'm not all about watching any player's pocket. But I do, right, have to say, if Hafley could get him for better than that, I'm all for it. I mean, not Hafley, Sully could get him from better, lower than that, I'm all for it because it helps out the team salary cap wise. But I'm not going to devalue him and say he's not worth that money. I believe he's worth that money. I don't feel like we're in the position to give him that money. That's my stance on it.
I just want to say that this is a very crazy day for me. Like, I watch Cam Good film and I come back. The next show I come back on, I'm agreeing with Tone. And I don't like this. Like, this is not where I want to be at. This is not my happy place right now. But yeah, I think Tone put it perfectly. What he's worth versus what you would be willing to pay. Now, obviously, people always, in their mind, for some odd reason, want to lowball because you're thinking about the team and the cap, and we get that. But there also has to be a point where you're realistic and say that this is someone's livelihood that you're talking about. As much as we talk about other players and they took team-friendly deals and all that type of stuff, there was a lot of things that they had outside of that, whether it was endorsements, other contracts, stuff like that, where they were getting other money. I'm not saying I know where HN is with that right now, but I do know that he is one of the better running backs in the league, and that's up to his agents to find him other sources of revenue if that's the route that they do choose to go with the Miami Dolphins with trying to help him. But please do not think it's going to be in the 10 range. It's going to be over 10, I believe. And I think, to my agent's point, let's be realistic here a little bit. Even if it's team friendly, to Tone's point, and we can get it for a little bit less, it ain't dropping that low. Because when you see where it's at, and you have to understand how the market is played and how these running backs talk to each other, it's about always trying to get more value. And we do understand that this is a positional group that has been extremely devalued for years. So these guys are coming to collect bank anytime that they can. Because guess what? For them, the next contract is not always a guarantee. One, because of how they are viewed and seen as in this league and their longevity in this league. And also, they are literally one injury away from now being completely devalued even more, because you don't know how they're going to come back from that. So that's my only point to this. We will get to eventually talk about what ATN's number is, and it's going to be interesting to see how Sully can do this. Will he cook? I got you, Tone. Will he cook in the way that we think it? But you're asking a man to potentially get off of the best weapon that he has at his disposal. And it's not going to come at a cheap price. And a team also has to be willing to meet that price. And some teams, some GMs might not be. So it is a give and take in all the possible scenarios that we could get into when it comes to Devon Achane, his future, his money, and everything with Miami Dolphins. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, and I don't want to fall into this trap and this mindset as far as, because the league has been trying to devalue running backs for a while. But Saquon Barkley proven last year that no, a running back can have great value and help you out a lot. It's crazy because I do know one thing, right? We know Patrick Mahomes is amazing. He's amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. past 3 years, and I was showing you, I mean, like past 3 years, he hasn't been the same Patrick Mahomes. I would say Josh Allen had been playing better, and I went and looked at even the stats, but I'm just saying, just watching him play football, Josh Allen been playing better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes, especially when he started turning down on them turnovers. Just go look at it. When you go watch them play in the playoffs, Josh Allen, look at that man out of eye and go toe to toe with him, touchdown for touchdown. If Patrick Mahomes throw for 4, he throw for 3 and rush 1 in, or maybe rush for 2. He matched that man touchdown for touchdown. Just go watch them play. You would never watch the game and said against Kansas. I'm just saying Kansas City and Buffalo and said, well, Josh Allen didn't step up to the plate. He didn't come to play. He didn't answer the bell when that other guy was on the other side. No. He played his best. You know what I'm saying? Now, Patrick Mahomes has some heroics. That 13 seconds. Hey, listen, you can't do nothing about that. But at the end of the day, you know what I noticed? The when that running game started falling off, Patrick Mahomes struggled a little bit more. James Cook started taking off. Josh Allen became more efficient. Funny how that works. The first thing Joe Brady did when he took over was put the ball more into James Cook's hands and relieved a lot of pressure from Josh Allen, and he became very efficient. So to try to devalue the running back position, I think we got to be careful with that, because even though these teams don't have the top upper echelon running back, they still have a reliable running game, whether it's by running back by committee. Because at the end of the day, yeah, he didn't have a 1,000-yard running back, but he did have Kareem Hunt and what's the dude? What's
Pacheco.
the boy name? Isaiah Pacheco. They give you the tough yards and to end games. Isaiah Pacheco, at the end of the game, people don't want to hit that dude no more. And Kareem Hunt is one of those type of people as well. So, running backs can bring you value, especially a guy like that can also give you 6 touchdowns from a receiving standpoint out of the backfield. Yeah, I would want to figure out a way to use that weapon, and all that do is help out this team become more dangerous when it comes to who you have to key on, who you have to pay attention to, who do you have to game plan for. You want a weapon like that. And that what that help? That help your young wide receivers develop. Give them some time to develop. Give them some one-on-ones out there. It's easier for your young wide receiver when you got one-on-ones, because the defense is focusing on Achane. Hey, let's allocate these people. Let's stop Achane. Who we game planning for? Watch wherever Achane is. Y'all make sure everyone knows where everyone are aware where he's at all times. And that give you Caleb Douglas, and when your Chris Bells come in a little bit later, Jalen Tolbert. He's only a 5-year dude. Tutu Atwell. These aren't your quote unquote number 1 receivers. So you don't think that benefit them for having a guy like Achane that the defense he's not going to beat us. Let Tutu, Jalen Tolbert, maybe Caleb Douglas, and whoever else at the quarterback, at receiver who they decide to keep, let them beat us. That helps them out being productive and having better matchups, favorable matchups. I think that's what I'm looking for. Having more favorable matchups, because everyone is keying on Achane, and he is that type of player. Whether we want to admit it or not, he's that type of player that you have the game plan for. So I didn't want that to go under, the radar, as people just sweep that under the rug as if just because he didn't have, I know, and Lewis say the rushing, but 18 yards from scrimmage is 18 yards from scrimmage. You're not just waking up and turning around and looking at people. I got your vicinity, and you're not just flipping the page and say, "Let me find me a running back that could give me 1,800 total yards from scrimmage." That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, and even deeper than that, you're not putting a linebacker on Achane because you're getting beat every single time. You have to allocate one of your DBs to even think about considering covering him. That's how great he is. But to the running back position, Carolina started taking off when who was that running back that went off on us?
Rico Dowd.
I forget his name.
Rico Dowd.
When he started going off back to back games, Carolina turned up. And they weren't asking that much from Bryce anymore. But guess what? Bryce was able to do what he was able to do because now what? You had to account for that running back that was going out and getting 200-yard games or 100+ yard games. Like, it's as much as it's not favored because you always say, oh, there's another one coming in. And granted, like, you do see the carousel of it. When you can get one and you get them for like a lot of years, that's when you see teams that could be really potentially successful. Some of their best years. Lil, I saw you come off mute. What you got to say?
I was just going to say, how much did Rico Dow sign for this season?
Stop.
Like 12 and a half, right?
I think it was less than that because I just heard from Cindy say he went for 200 against us and a couple games in a row where he was killing it. I just want to know, bro, running backs are a dime a dozen.
No, they aren't.
Oh gosh,
they are.
There's levels. There's levels.
A dime a dozen.
There's levels. There's levels.
I'm glad you said that.
Not everyone is Bijan. Not everybody is Jonathan Taylor. Not everybody CMC. There's levels. Not everybody is Jahmyr Gibbs. There's a reason why they let David Montgomery go, and it's because they got Jahmyr Gibbs sitting up there. Like, come on, like there's levels. They might be a dime a dozen, but there's levels. Come on, they're not a dime a dozen.
And there is levels. And all the top guys you just mentioned, Bijan Robinson has been on a football team that has a losing record in his NFL career. And Jonathan Taylor was the number 2 rusher in the NFL last year in rushing, and his team missed the playoffs. So again,
number 1.
Well, again, that's fine. I'm talking about number 2. Bijan Robinson, the same guy y'all said Bijan Robinson was going to get 19 million. His team hasn't had a winning season since he's been on it. The fact of the matter is, Devon Achane, this so great running back, do it all, 1,800-yard back. He got us 7 wins last season when he was the primary weapon. So again, when I hear about all this,
he got us 7 wins. So he was doing it in the.
I just want to know, he was our best player, right? Was he not our best player last year?
Yes.
Was he not our most productive player last year on offense?
Yes.
Running the ball and receiving the ball, correct?
Yes.
That got us 7 wins. So tell me where's the levels on 7 wins? Where's the levels of this running back class that y'all are trying to say that are not dime a dozen?
You know what?
Bijan hasn't been on a team with a winning record again.
You done for saying I'll go after you.
Y'all just got to make me understand.
Go ahead, Toe, because I don't want to, because you know how I feel about running backs. Go ahead, Toe, because I do not want my blood to start boiling. Go ahead.
This is what I want to say, because it's easy to say that when you want to look in the tunnel.
Rico Dow got 6.5 million.
You know what? Rico Dow got how many wins did his team have?
9, I believe.
Okay, so what we talking about? Now at the end of the day,
we talking about a playoff.
No one expected them.
Yeah, because of the division that they work in.
I don't know
that they play in. Now, at the end of the day,
he plays in that same division that Bijan play in.
How many games do we win if you take Achane off this team?
5.
All right, bet. All right, say less. You get what I'm saying?
Even though, what's the difference?
So if he good enough for 2 games, I think that's worth paying him.
So that's worth $16 million 2 games.
Okay. I'm saying, who won the Super Bowl
last year?
Yeah.
Who was it
Seattle
last year?
Seahawks.
Seattle, yeah.
Well, you know who was their best player on that team?
Kenneth Walker in the game. Kenneth Walker.
No, on their team. JSN.
Yeah, absolutely.
JSN accounted for 1,829 total yards last year. So you gonna take that off?
How many touchdowns?
Touchdowns. He had 10 receiving. Yes. So that's 10.
Okay.
So what we talk about? You gonna take?
I don't know why are we talking about JSN. I'm just saying because Achane had more than him. But anyways, this is what I want to point out. Did he have more wins?
Hold on, because I'm just saying you take that production away. Now how much worse are the team? That's what I'm saying. Now you just said running backs are a dime a dozen.
They are.
Achane gave you 1,829 yards. You want to know how many total people had 1,800 yards last year? I'll give you a guess. Total yards per scrimmage. How many total players in the whole NFL
probably 3 or less.
No, it's more than that. God, no. But now you see how difficult it is to have
it's not difficult for 1 year. It's not difficult when
It's-
1 year when all they
it's-
doing is feeding you the ball. When you the
it's-
only thing that the team has.
It's eight players total.
Who
It's
else
not even
was
a
gonna-
dime. It's not even a dime.
Finsanity and Tony.
8 is not
Who
10.
Finsanity and Tony. Who else on the Dolphins last year was making a play?
What do you mean? Like as far as weapons?
Yeah. Who else on the team was going to give you?
Made a play.
No. I'm saying y'all keep saying, well, Achane gave you 1,800 yards.
Jalen Waddle?
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who else?
I'm just saying we had two weapons.
No.
Him and
Don't
Jalen
tell me
Waddle.
what you're saying. I'm asking you. Know
I
the
just
team.
told you. You
How
said
many
who else? I
people
just
were
told you. You asked me
Jalen
who
Waddle?
else. I gave you Jalen Waddle, and you said who else? No, you asked me, and I gave you a
two
name.
players. So 2 players.
I mean, that's what we had.
Did they give? And now again, I'm just asking you, in your opinion, did they give Jalen Waddle a fair shot of making plays last year?
To me,
How
I
many
think they
times,
used him
Tone?
enough.
Thank you. How many times, Tone, in Finsanity, that we called a game up here last year and we would be screaming, look at Waddle, look at Waddle, look at Waddle. And by the time the game ended, Waddle had 2 receptions for 27 yards.
See,
But
this is why I
Achane
think
was getting every
One
carry and
time.
every ball. Miss me with the 1,800. Of course he
No,
was going to get that
no.
yard. They were force feeding Achane the ball. What are y'all talking about?
So let me ask you a question. See, this is where you're confusing yourself. Because if they add Waddle in, right, Achane possibly get
confusing
more
myself.
yardage. Hold on, no,
He ain't
because
getting
we
no more
watched the game.
yardage.
We watched the games. Some of them,
So you
some
ain't
of them
taking away
plays.
targets from Achane, Tone?
No, it's not. Because the
Okay,
targets that was going to them other receivers that we like Waddle was wide open, it didn't go to Achane. And with the other people that we said, what? Hold on. And if you get Waddle, that means you get more first downs, you get more opportunities, you get more downs. They're not taken away from Achane. It might add
What
to Achane
opportunities
because
were
you get
other
more
guys getting?
first downs, Lewis. You get more first downs. You sustain drives. Guess what? That gives you more production on offense.
Man,
We
stop.
understand this.
That
So
makes
I don't
sense.
know why you automatically equate. Oh, if Waddle had did Waddle had a hard time giving you 1,300 yards when Tyreek was giving you 1,700?
No, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Go back and show me Achane's touches in those seasons.
That season,
Did
that's
it?
the
Did
season.
it?
Hold on.
No.
Hold
When
on.
Waddle and
Now you gonna ask me
Achane
to
were,
give you, and then you say no.
I'm saying
gonna
when
give it to you.
Waddle and Tyreek were giving you those numbers, was Achane giving you those numbers of 1,800 yards?
He gave you
Was he getting those same
1,500.
touches?
He gave you 1,499.
Man, what about the touches?
The touches. Hold on. Let me go back to the touch. I took it down. I took him down. His touches, they were like 200 and something like that. You know.
You said they were going up though. You said they would go up.
No. I said if Waddle
Hold up,
gave
Waddle.
you,
You added a whole nother player.
Yeah. I said if they would have used Waddle a little
And
bit
that's
more.
the point. What I'm trying to tell you.
No, because you added 3 people
what?
instead
Never
of
mind.
2, Lou.
Y'all got it.
You added 3 people. And what I'm telling you is when they added 1 player.
Didn't you say that there was more people getting opportunities last season? Y'all can get mad all y'all want.
No, I didn't. I said if those plays that we said, instead of going to, let's just say, whoever the other receiver was, you go to Waddle, those plays that failed, that we were saying, man, Waddle was wide open, that is the potential first down.
And
you don't think Achane is going to get another rush there with another 3 downs? More production?
So again, I just want to hear this right. What you and Finsanity are saying is, again, outside of Waddle last year, right? When the ball went to other guys, it wouldn't have took away from Achane's ability or touches, right? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying not necessarily. You make it seem like that's a guarantee.
So right. So what I'm saying is, now that instead of just saying the other guys from last year, right? When it was Waddle and Tyreek, it took the numbers away from Achane, is what I'm telling you.
No, it wasn't. No, it didn't. He was a rookie, Lou.
So now we're moving the goalposts again. Now it's a rookie.
No, we tell you. You said take it. No,
Hold up.
Cool.
The whole game plan was hold up. The game plan was to feed Tyreek.
What are we
What are we talking about?
And what was the game plan last year, Finsanity?
But that still didn't take away from Waddle production, even with that mindset. Is what we telling you.
No. That's not what I asked you. I asked you what was if the game plan was to feed Tyreek. What was the game plan last year for the Dolphins? Get Achane the goddamn ball. You see how quiet you went?
No,
it was get Achane the ball.
Because that wasn't the game plan. Because
if that was the game plan, that's what it is.
If that was the game plan, then why in all them key downs when Tua was throwing them interception, wasn't those balls going to Achane? I'll wait. Name me one time.
What you talking about?
Name me one time that when Tua was throwing them interception, the Patriots game, the Buffalo Bills games, all them games that ended in game-selling interceptions. How many of them passes was going to Achane?
Again, so what? What does that mean?
Because you get the ball to him. That means you just get it forced in the clutch moment. If it's all about giving the Achane, you're not doing that in the clutch moment. Matter of fact, the one in Buffalo, Mike McDaniel came out and said he should have went Achane. It wasn't going.
Again,
he didn't throw it to him.
Idiot. Well, because Tua's an idiot. What does that mean? Tua's an idiot. No. Let's stay right there. But where was the ball going?
How did we get to Tua's an idiot? Like, how did we get here?
No. Where was the ball supposed to go, Tone? You just said it.
No, on that play, I was like, it was supposed to go to Achane and it didn't.
Again, because
should have. Hold up. Should have and supposed to are two different things.
Yeah. I get it.
Hold on. But that wasn't. I'm just saying. Hold on. That wasn't predetermined. That was based off coverage, which is the whole thing. What they were saying.
Say less.
You got to understand what you react to what the defense are doing, and all I'm saying is at the end of the day,
number one weapon last year. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, he was. He was the number one weapon last year. Let me ask you a question. Was JSN the number one weapon last year?
Yes.
Okay. He said Achane got more yards than him.
Okay.
Cool. Was Puka Nacua the number one weapon for the Rams?
I don't know. They got a lot. They got a lot of weapons over there. I don't know.
All right. Was Derrick Henry the number one?
Stop the cap.
Was Derrick Henry the number one weapon for Baltimore?
I don't know if they weren't giving Derrick Henry the ball like that. So no. So I would say no.
But hey, Fitzgerald, you want to know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Do Kyron Williams and Puka Nacua play for the same team?
Yes.
It's funny because Puka Nacua had 1,820 total yards. You want to know how much Kyron Williams had? 1,533. It seemed like
they got a good coach over there that spreads the ball out.
Did that hinder Kyron Williams, a running back?
They got a good quarterback over there that spreads the ball out. That's what they got.
Okay. But you making it seem like
they're not part of the evaluation
over here. Yes,
is that not part of the evaluation?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. We had an idiot on playing quarterback for us that could only throw balls to the flat to Devon Achane. For Achane to get 1,800 yards. You helping out our argument. If you got a more comfortable quarterback, then that means everyone can eat. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Well, like I said, give him 20 million. Hey, man, listen. Give him 20 million. I compare that.
I was just wondering, I just was wondering, Kenneth Walker still had 1,300 yards of offense last year with JSN going for 1,700, then 1,800 yards. I'm just pointing these facts out. Well, JSN had over 1,800.
Can you tell me what the Bengals number? Can you tell me what Jamar and what's the name? Jamar Chase numbers were?
Well, remember that number was down last year, but
because Joe Burrow was.
Well, so Chase Brown, 1,456. Jamal Chase, 1,426. Who else from Cincinnati?
Yeah. But T. Higg was hurt.
Yeah, T. Higg was hurt. Yeah.
That can happen.
That's all I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
When your weapons are there, it's more weapons. It actually can help you out because you can sustain drives.
Can you give me the Lions had a down year, right? But they're running back split.
Yeah, they running back split. Yeah, but Jahmyr Gibbs had 1838, and Amon St. Brown still had 1410.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. And then 1,100.
We're not saying much.
Hold on. For 1,100 for Jameson Williams. Vicinity. That's 3.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to say.
You got 3 guys with production.
There's opportunities. There's opportunities for every opportunities.
There's tremendous opportunities. Absolutely.
I was just asking. Maybe it's maybe it's possible. Some people make
anything is possible.
Anything's possible. All right, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Lou want to hate on Achane and make it seem like they force feed him the ball. Man, no, stop it. No, they didn't.
Okay.
And it's still. I mean, if you got guys that can give you production, you use them. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. The more weapons, the better for me. You know, that's how I would look at it.
If he gets this money, Tone, upwards of 15+ million, you want his production to go up, right? Like production wise in the game, right?
No, he had to stay on par to what it is now. If you give me 1,800 yards again,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Okay.
Like what? Yes, I'm
a lot.
So if he gives you less than that, then what?
It depends on how less. Because if he give me 1,500 yards, but I'm getting 1,300 from another player, 1,100 for another player, I'm cool with that. It's all about making the team better. That's what I'm saying.
Achane way outplayed his contract. way outplayed his contract. That rookie deal. So yeah.
I would say I was just saying, I heard a guy tell me running backs come a dime a dozen, and I was like,
dime.
Oh, really?
They
do.
Really?
There's a reason why they was trying to trade. There's a reason why they was trying to trade for Achane.
Not with Achane production.
Listen, and there was a reason, and there was a reason that teams weren't giving the Dolphins what y'all thought Achane was worth too. There's a reason for that too.
Well, they said he wasn't on the market.
Yeah,
well, how you gonna throw it in my face? Oh, there's a reason that teams were trying to trade for Achane, but then
they were trying to
trade. I didn't say that. Oh, you talk about
Sandy said it.
Yeah, I said trying to.
Yes. Okay, cool. And when they tried to, right, the Dolphins
they called and they said he's not available.
They got hung up on it.
He's not available.
And they were offering 4th-round picks.
Nope,
that's what they were doing.
Nope, they just said he is not available.
A dime a dozen. That's what they were.
They were saying the caller you have reached is not in service. The player you are trying to reach is not in service.
I'm just trying to
not on the trade block.
This running back the dime a dozen, bro. That's not. Achane gave you 18 plus 18 and 14.99 last year. Like what are we doing, bro? There's only.
I don't care about none of that.
There's only 16 players. Y'all just running back. There's only 16 players that gave you over 1,400 yards.
13 other running backs and gave me all their numbers. Chase Brown had 1,500.
No, he didn't.
Ain't that what y'all said?
Well, I'm mean, Chase Brown. I'm sorry. Yeah, total yard. Yeah, Chase Brown.
So that's not a dime a dozen running back?
No.
So Chase Brown is a top 5 running back in the league now too?
Who said he was top 5?
Again, it's 15, not less than 18. I'm sorry.
No. What I'm saying, Tony just said he would be good with 15, though. 15 would be a good season. So what I'm saying is,
yes.
Where would y'all put Chase Brown in the pantheon of running backs in the league? Where y'all put Chase Brown at?
With the season he had last year?
No. I'm just saying in general. Where you put him?
Top 10.
So Chase Brown is a top 10 running back.
Yeah, I bet you ain't gonna name me 10 running back better than him. I bet you not gonna name me 10 running back better than Chase Brown. I'm gonna leave you in Finsanity for the rest of the show. Y'all got no. You and Finsanity got the rest of the season. Lou just think of names.
He just want to say stuff.
You and Finsanity got the rest of this segment right.
Give me 10.
Chase Brown is a top 10 running back. All right, say it.
Name 10.
Last year, give me 10 running back that was more productive than him.
Now, did I say production? I'm saying running back. There are 32 teams in the league, and Chase Brown is top 10 in y'all's opinion.
Right now, yes. You gonna give me 10 that's better than him?
No. I'm done. Hey, this has been a great segment.
No, we waited.
This has been a great segment.
Do it.
You cannot do it. You cannot
do it.
You do know, bro.
Put Tony and the minions in their place. Do it. Name 10. Name 10.
That was again, 11 of all players. Lou, of all players, that was 11 production.
1 year.
Last year.
So what?
Last year.
Yeah, 1 year. So what?
All right. Well, last year, let's
y'all
see
saying Chase Brown is a top 10 running back in the league.
What you know what? In all players, and I'm not just saying running backs, all players, he was 17 in production with 1350 last year.
Okay.
So you sleeping on Chase Brown?
Yeah. Man, I'm sleeping on all these running backs. You got it, man.
You call a running back dime a dozen.
They are a dime a dozen.
You're making it seem like everyone is just giving you this production like it's that easy. That's what I'm saying. We can't devalue players because he played running back, so you don't value.
What was Chase Brown had almost 1,600 yards. You said last year.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
What was the Cincinnati Bengal record last year?
No, they didn't play too. They didn't have too much.
Then what? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Joe Burrow was injured last year. You know that.
No. But what happened to this generational top 10 running back? What happened?
Who said generational? Who said generational? Who said generational? Who said generational?
We using G words.
You said you just said they come a dime a dozen.
You know what?
That's the difference.
I just lied on you both, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all didn't say that. What happened to this top 10 running back then? What happened to that?
His production was there.
Where was the wins? Did it happen in wins?
It's an ultimate team sport, though.
Again,
see, that's the difference. See, the difference is
I don't know nothing about that.
You take away Ben.
It is. Players, I need my top 10 players in the league. I need you to help me win. If you're a top 10 player,
they would help you win. So you get a top 10 player. You combine them.
Help you win?
Yes, he helped them win.
How many games?
He's not responsible for wins and losses.
I don't know what he's responsible for. I would just want to know how many games.
How many games would they lost if they didn't have him at running back? Would they have won?
I just need to know how many they won first, and I'll answer that.
I don't know. They won what, 7? I think.
No, they would have won 5 without him. They would have won 5. Same thing with Achane. Achane got you 1,800. We won 7-8.
Did they win? Who had a? Nah, we won more games than them, didn't he? Or we both won 7, or did they win 6? I think I'm not sure. Because I know they was picking. Wasn't they picking like 9?
Mm-hmm. They were before us.
So
remember they traded their pick. They were right before us.
Wait, and then they beat us?
Yes.
So they had to have less wins than us. So they had to have less wins than us.
What did Chase Brown do against us?
I'm not sure. You want to go down the game log now? That's what you want to do?
I would love to know in that game specifically, Dolphins Bengals, what Achane did versus the Bengals, and what.
We know Joe Burrow had an amazing game against us.
Yeah, but what did Chase Brown have against us, and what did Devon Achane have against the Bengals?
Oh gosh, here we go, bro.
You want to know what he did against us last year? You forgot?
What? I'm just asking. I
knew he put on, but I had to go get the number specifically.
What did Chase Brown do?
It was 109 total yards and 3 touchdowns.
109 and 3 touchdowns. What did
Achane? 56 rushing and 43 receiving.
So 56 rushing. And
no,
43 and 66.
66.
Oh, 60. Oh, 66. So 66 yards rushing and 43 receiving.
Yeah. Yes. And 3 touchdowns.
So, okay.
3 touchdowns.
What did Achane do against the Bengals?
Oh, man. Come on.
Don't say come on. You got them numbers for Chase Brown. Now you can't get Devon Achane numbers?
I'll go give them to you. Hold on. Let me go find them. Should I find them? All right, got it. I'm here right now. Let me see. Devon Achane against. He had 81 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and he had. What did he have receiving? And he only had 9 receiving yards, so he gave you 90 yards and a touchdown. So he outplayed Achane that game. Boom.
I guess one of the league's worst defenses.
Now, I just real quick, right? Real quick. Because I love doing a show with y'all because I value y'all's football minds and opinion. I'm asking for a friend. Who had one of the worst defenses in the league last season?
You talking about Cincinnati? Yeah, Cincinnati had a terrible defense. Yeah,
and Achane had 90 total yards against that defense.
Yeah, but what did that mean?
Say less.
What?
Hold
on. What you saying? No. What you saying that for?
What I'm saying
that for?
What You mean to tell me this top 5 running back that we about to pay $16-17 million for can't get over 100 yards against the worst defense in the league?
So if he get over 100 yards against top 10 defense, is that gonna change your mind?
I don't know. I'm not talking about those top 10 defense. I'm talking to you about
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
If you're gonna critique them, how much do you value getting it over top 10 teams?
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't want to say you putting on for the show, but you do know that hold a lot of value. You just trying to downplay. God, trying to downplay Achane is crazy. I never thought I'd see the
90
day.
against the worst defense in the league. Wow, man.
Hey, listen, it is what it is.
Let's not forget that they were able to go up against a rookie quarterback. I mean, game plans is game plans, and you knew what their game plan was going to be. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
I'm here for a chill time, not a long time.
I mean, there's some people. There's some people that say we got a rookie quarterback this season.
They might want to treat him as a rookie, I don't know, but it is what it is, man. This is what happened, man. This is what happened. They didn't use him as much in that game either, so I just wanted to point that out because we were down so much. Remember, we got blowed out in that game. What's the final score? 45-21.
Okay,
45,
right.
and not the whole game. And remember, we got that one touchdown in the fourth quarter. You get what I'm saying? So just think about that. It was 38.
Yeah.
It was 38-14 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. So context. I don't understand how this generational running back we have only had 14 points going into 3 quarters. I mean, it's crazy. Because Quinn Ewers threw 2 interceptions.
No, now it's Quinn Ewers. Oh, okay. All right.
You asking? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, man, I get it, man. Listen, I say pay Achane upwards of $18 million per season.
Somebody fumbled in that game too, because we had 3 turnovers, one fumble, 2 interceptions in that game.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Achane that fumble.
No, Achane ain't got no fumble. I'm looking at it. Yeah, stop it. Achane fumbled one time all last year, and he didn't lose that fumble. Stop it. That's one thing he don't do is fumble. You ain't gonna put that on his jacket.
Yeah, he don't get all those carries that the other running backs get.
But he get a lot of touches though.
Yeah, in the flat when he's by himself.
I mean, boy. Hey, you just hating just to hate? Is that what this is today? I know it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just hating just to hate. I get it. But shout out to Achane, man. Listen, if we weren't in our situation that we is in right now when it comes to the cap situation, I'll say pay that man. I know one time, you're not going to tell me every time we go out against them teams that we seem to fold against, Achane is the one person we can hold our head up to. I know one dude that's going to show up in this game. That's Achane. Now we want to devalue him because he won a couple dollars. I bet. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Just say you don't want to pay him, but don't say he don't deserve it. I'll say that. I'll accept that part. Say I wouldn't pay him, but he do deserve the money.
That's all I had to say.
I'm just saying that's what I would accept.
Okay, all right. Well,
it just sounds like you hating on the young man.
I'm glad, Tone. See, this is why we work well together. Achane deserves $100 million. I just don't think I'm giving it to him. Matter of fact, Achane is worth $300 million. I just won't give it. Matter of fact, Achane's worth $500 million. I just wouldn't give it to him. Hey, Tone, you accept that now? You good? You good now?
Yes, sir.
I bet. All right, cool.
Let me ask you a question. What if they give Achane a 5-year extension? Would you be good with that? But they guarantee him $60 million. You be mad with that?
Nah, because 5 years, $60 million. That's no. That would be way under the number. Yeah,
that's around 12, ain't it?
Yeah, that would be way under the number. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be. I think
I'm not talking. I think he's going to get like a 4-year 60. Because that's going to be around 15. I think that's more realistic.
And this is what I'm saying. And Tone, Finsanity, I'm not saying if we could get him for 11, 12 million, right? Even 13 million. Okay, cool. But we talking about 15, 16. I seen people earlier today talking about 17 and a half, 18 million.
If you giving Breece Hall 14.5, yes. If you giving Jeremiah Love 13.25, yes. Achane should get
Okay,
17 to 18 million.
Well, and at that point, all I'm saying, respectfully, I'm out. I'm out.
10.5.
Yeah.
10.5.
Yeah. That's what I'm on. Yeah. I'm on that.
I'm just saying we got to be more realistic. I understand. If this was next year, the cap situation that we in, yeah, pay that man. Listen, I pay him. I don't want to hear no excuses. Pay that young man. If he give me between 15 and 1,800 yards again next year, and I'm talking about total, pay him. Pay him. You can't find people that consistently give you that. That means he would give you that type of production 3 years in a row. You're not finding people like that, Lou. I'm sorry. Not 3 years in a row, you aren't. We got to keep it 100. We have to. There's not a lot of people doing that.
I understand that. It's this right here. Achane was the only player the other teams were game planning for on us. That matters. That is a cute story. Ain't y'all the same people that told me the rest of the team was trash?
Yeah, but that don't change the fact
so
that
if you ain't got a game
on.
plan for nobody else because they're trash, don't you think the guy that's getting the ball all the time was going to put up numbers?
No, because if they game planning for him, because aren't we the same people up here that was saying? Didn't we just point out how Kansas City made sure Saquon Barkley didn't beat them, and they shut him down? Teams were trying to do that all year with Achane, and he still was productive. Now we gonna change our mindset on it?
Have you lost your? You know what?
Have we lost what? Have we lost what? Have we lost what? Please explain to me how you gonna switch from what you just said about the rest of the team being trash, so everyone are game planning for Achane, and try to change it from what Kansas City did to Saquon Barkley.
I'm talking about that touch.
But hold up, wait. But even in that respect, that they were game planning for him, the man still has 1,800 yards. Like, what are you doing? Your argument is invalid. We're not doing this.
The man was
putting on.
The man was catching balls in the flat, and he was catching balls in the flat with no one in front of him, for running for 8-9 yards, and then going out of bounds or breaking the tackle and going for 15. Stop. That's
production. And that's production, and that's good.
And it got
8 yards.
And it got
you on 2nd and 2, my guy. You're on 2nd and 2. What are you talking about? Why are we complaining about first downs and 2nd and 2?
What am I complaining about? I'm complaining that the fact of the matter is, if there's nobody in front of you and you just picking up random yards that don't matter, I don't give two flying fucks. Is what I'm telling you. I don't care about.
That's on the defense. That's not on Achane. See ball, get ball, tackle.
I thought y'all said
go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
Who game plans for a guy that's wide open in the flat?
Go get him.
Where they do that at?
Listen, if he's in the flat, right? If he's in the flat, I want to visualize this.
Right.
Quinn Ewers hikes the ball, because we're not going to say the other guy, because I don't want to be controversial. Quinn Ewers hikes the ball.
The other guy's the one that got him almost 1,800 yards. That's the only guy that threw it to him in the flat. Was two.
Listen, I'm not trying to be controversial. Can we just go with the scenario? Quinn Ewers throws it to him in the flat, right? He catches it. And then you're saying he gets 8 yards. Well, to me, that means that wide receivers had to be out there blocking because he's out in space. They had to create lanes for him to go through. So that's execution, as bad as it is, like for what it is. And like the defense weren't in position. If you know what the game plan is, and if that's all the Miami Dolphins did with him, one would say maybe have a guy out there, or maybe shift it or something. Do something to try to stop it. But what do they say? Take what the defense gives you. And if they're willing to give the Dolphins 8 yards on flats, take it.
Yeah, because they weren't game playing for me, because they weren't scared of him. Because they know that shit is cute from the 20 to the 20. That shit is cute. No one cares. They weren't game playing.
How many touchdowns?
Man, stop.
Wow, this man Lou, boy, the
This is
level he would go
crazy to
to,
me.
The
the
level
Never
of
level
what?
he
happy.
go to. All right, bet.
So I can't just speak my truth.
Speak anything you want.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. Yeah, you know what? The last thing I'll say on this, the last time, and I think my good brother for getting me my brother always comes with the numbers. Every time I ask my brother for numbers, he come up with the numbers. All I know, Achane's yards per catch was under a yard.
No, that's not true.
That wasn't true.
No,
What was it, Tone?
yards per catch.
Air yards from the time the
Oh,
ball
air
traveled
yards.
from the
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
hold
so you
on.
gotta be careful.
from the quarterback's arms to Achane receiving the ball. How many yards did that ball travel?
They was 1
Point
point
nine.
something.
It was
No.
point
All
nine.
right, man. How
It was
guess
point
how?
nine.
Guess what his
Now I
yard
just
per
want to know.
reception was?
Now I just want to know. Again, I told you. You. That's why I want. That's why I wanted to be up here with y'all because y'all have great
There.
minds. Y'all have great
Mm-hmm.
minds. Finsanity.
Yes.
What route can you please on the route tree that you can create
But I
in
told you it
point
wasn't
nine
point
yard?
nine though.
No, in point. Not even in a yard. Finsanity. What route are you running?
But
In
I
less than a
told you,
yard.
I told you that wasn't a accurate
Tone.
stat.
So tone. I can't talk to Finsanity.
Oh, go ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Finsanity. What route on the route tree can you run without going
Mm-hmm.
a full yard?
Oh.
All you can do is point. That's all you can. So that's all you can do is point, Finsanity. I say less. I'm done here.
Go that way.
I'm done.
Insanity.
Go that way. Go that
Insanity. Oh
way.
no. Well,
Go
can
that
I ask?
way. No.
Can I ask him a question then? How many running backs are giving you that? Even at point nine, how many running backs are giving you that production out of the backfield like Achane?
No, the other ones are getting the defense is more worried about them than they are Achane.
Oh,
That's what it is.
what about Jeremiyah? They more worried about him than Achane?
Oh yeah. They're definitely scared of Jeremiyah Gibbs more than Achane for sure.
Right. What about Derrick Henry? They more scared of him out of the
Not
backfield?
now. The man's 40 years old. Not now.
What about James Cook? They more afraid of him coming out the backfield?
James Cook might be better than Achane, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Coming out of the back, I'm talking about receiving out of the backfield.
I'm just telling you. I said he might be better. That's all I said.
Absolutely
Receiving
not.
out of the
Hold on, check it
backfield.
out. No. You're not getting away with this.
All I said he might be better.
They were
That's
bringing
all I
the
said.
other guy. No. Because as someone who drafted James Cook in their fantasy league, do not quote me on that. They would literally, when it was time to throw the ball or run the 2 minute, they would bring in the other guy for receiving. I can't think of his name, but James is getting taken off that field.
Singletary.
No, the other one.
William.
Other one.
Oh, you talk. Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I don't know his name. But I get what you're
So
saying.
he no. Achane getting taken off in no 2 minutes. Not Ray Davis. No.
Then it was Singletary then.
No.
Nah, because Singletary was with the Giants last year.
Oh, that's the Giants. I'm mixing up the Giants. Yeah, but it's something like that. It's the name. It's that name is around there in that area. Something like that. Todd Johnson.
Yes.
All right, bet. That's his name.
That one.
All right. Well,
so
anyway.
you're not about to say that James Cook is better than Achane in receiving, though.
I didn't say he was. I said he might be.
James Cook better than him in receiving out of the backfield.
You also.
So, all I said he might be. That's all I said. I didn't say he
it ain't no Mike.
I said he might.
Ain't no Mike.
All right. I'm just saying. Bijan Robinson. You would say Bijan Robinson though, right?
Well, I don't know. How many years have you drafted the number one in fantasy?
My first player. Every year except for 2 years ago.
So you ain't grabbing Devon Achane in that?
Not over Bijan. No, I didn't grab him.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm asking you yards out of the backfield. See, you switching from here to there. I'm talking about yards out of the backfield. Because I'm just saying, we'll say Jeremiyah Gibbs, we'll say Bijan Robinson, you say, and he averaged more yards per game than all of them. Receiving, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah.
Oh. But you said anyone could do that.
He's great, Tone.
Those 1 yards out of the backfield and do this and do that. Why aren't they doing what Achane is doing?
Because they're not Achane, Tone. They're not as good as him.
I appreciate you. There you go.
Yeah. Achane is the greatest running back ever, man.
We been hunting. Hey, Saying I forgot you did ask me, right? Because they did have 2 running backs over there, and in Detroit, right?
Detroit, yes.
Jameer Gibbs had 1,929 yards from scrimmage.
Sound about right.
David Montgomery had 1,116. I'm just saying,
Sounds about right.
I
Sounds about right.
didn't stop them from getting didn't stop them. Or we already know Marlon St. Brown had around about 1,200. So it seems like the more talent you get, the more it helps the other players out. Maybe it's something to it. I'm just saying. Maybe if you have an offense that can stay on the field, maintain drives, maybe that help out, the players with their production. I'm just saying, just observation from the outside looking in. I'm not claiming to be no expert. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Not making no proclamations.
Listen, man, we almost 2 hours in. We didn't tell y'all to subscribe. It's still 21 of y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this content, man. Listen, it's not too often you're going to get 3 people up here going at each other. Rebuttals off the top of the dome is crazy. Like, you got to know how to do this. I'm just telling y'all, don't devalue. Don't devalue our rebuttal games like Lewis trying to devalue Devon Achane's production. he want to devalue Achane, boy. Listen, man, what happened?
No, nothing. I'm not devaluing him. I just said, again, to end the conversation, I don't think I would be paying him. Again, whether he's worth it or not, that's fine. I'll let y'all have that. Y'all can scream, kick, yell, and fight for him if you want to.
Kicking and yelling. Are we getting?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's a tantrum.
Are we getting taken?
Once we get into the $15+ million range, I'm out. So take that for what it is. Y'all, whatever y'all want to say after that, y'all got it. But 15+, I'm out of the game.
All right, I guess I'll go. 2 hours is crazy, but I appreciate it. It was fun. Definitely had a great time talking to you guys. We're not out here throwing tantrums. We just stay in the case. Tony, it was kind of crazy to be on the same side of an argument with you. For once, appreciate. Huh?
Don't make it a habit.
It definitely won't be. It definitely won't be.
I know why it happened today too. Y'all got the same color shirt on. That's why it is.
That's
y'all matching
today.
It's
a coordinated attack.
Y'all matching
coordinated attack.
Y'all matching
coordinated
today.
attack is crazy.
I should have known the setup was real when y'all came up both in gold. I should have known that.
You want to know what's crazy? That's the setup too, Lou. You know what I'm saying? She swears she wanted to go against me. She probably want to be like a real one. It's all good.
Okay, that's what it is.
I just know she put up the pose and she know who win the pose. So I'm just saying.
All I know is that I showed up ready for the stream. Did not know what nobody was wearing because I got sent a link.
I was here first, by the way.
And I didn't change. I didn't change. So I don't know what's going on in the universe, but we will not be matching ever again. Lou, that's crazy that you would even point that out.
Hey, Lou, look what Vonjo.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what you wine drinkers be doing after the show, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what be going on with y'all, man.
If you know, slap boxing in the gated community, man. You know what I'm saying? Boy, friendly beefs out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me leave that alone if you know.
Oh, last point. Next week, you guys are getting an extra show. Why? Because the schedule release will be on the 14th.
That's on Wednesday.
Woo-hoo. No, that's on a Thursday.
Somebody told me that was Wednesday.
It's Thursday. Today's the 8th. Tomorrow, so that means yesterday was the 7th. That was Thursday.
You most definitely not getting. We most definitely not getting no show, no Thursday show. Are you what?
You're not doing a schedule release show.
We could do it on Friday. No, we're not doing no schedule release show. No. Did we do one last year? Nope. I think what day did it fall on last year?
Crazy. That's crazy.
And it is on Thursday. I just saw it right now.
That's crazy.
We'll do it on Friday. Wild. Man, the schedule league is not that.
Like I said, I'm just here for a good time.
No.
I'm just
Hey,
here
Lou, you
for
want to do a
good
schedule
time.
release show, Lou, on Thursday?
Nah, but I'll be glad to talk about it on Friday.
Okay.
That's
All
crazy.
right.
That's crazy. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I
man.
will be releasing my own schedule release reaction.
That's fine.
Follow me on X. You don't have to wait for them. You don't gotta wait for me. Hey, Tony's menu. You see how he makes you wait? Just remember that. Y'all remember that. I'm really trying to give it to y'all live at the moment that it drops. Them, you gotta wait for. Remember that. Remember who's on your side. Remember who's on your side. Follow me on X. That's it. That's all I got.
They
I'll
they
be doing
do
extra stuff, but not
they do say the best things in life is the things you wait for.
allegedly.
Come to those who
Why wait
wait,
when
Lou.
you can have it?
Come to those who wait. Patience is of the essence, but you know.
Patience
And
is a virtue and something, but if
hey,
you can go
listen.
out
Hey,
and get
listen.
it, you go out and get it.
Guess what? They see the reason why we got people that
But you know
follow
what?
us.
You know what? But no. This is because you know what? No, because this is a gosh darn lie. Because there will be a space up, and they're going to be talking about it.
I was
I
just about to
promise.
say. I was just about to say that.
Exactly. So you don't have to. You don't have to wait. So don't make it seem like
You
oh
wait.
you gotta wait. You gotta wait. No,
No,
no.
you just said that. You not now.
Yeah.
That was your whole.
Oh,
Neither one of us said they had to
yeah.
wait. Neither one.
Yeah. You gotta wait for them. You gotta wait for them.
All
Because
right,
now you
listen.
gotta listen to other people in the space and all this type of stuff. You gotta hear how they feel and all this type of. At some point, you gotta wait. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be back Monday. That's all I got.
Facts, man. Monday we'll be here, man. Appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Listen, man. Vicinity try to set us up, and they say I want to work them to death. Look how the things turn. But listen, man. Y'all know how it is. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays over here. Now the draft is an exception. We just gave them four straight, four of them things.
It's
And you want to
content.
complain? It's crazy.
I didn't complain. I
And
just said it's
hey, Lou,
content.
you want to know what? There was only two people that did four straight full. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Whoa.
I'm gonna leave that alone while they trying to work us to death. You know what I'm saying? we ain't
I had
leave
a family
early.
outing.
And
I had a family outing.
now you see Vincent, that you've been rocking with that man all day today. All show you've been on that man's side and looking and throwing them jabs at you. See that?
Oh, you talk
This
about
is just how
you talk about after
I-
Tony's
Hey,
millions. This is how you do, y'all. Y'all see who was on your side? Did y'all just forget
who
that?
said that?
Oh,
That? Who
Oh,
said that?
we bottle gang
Who
crazy,
said,
ain't it?
who said that? I don't
Oh, you
even
gotta
know who
stop me.
said that. Who said that?
Listen, at the end of the day, y'all know we rock with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vicinity Lou, could hold it down today. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting here so I don't get fined. But Lou, Vicinity, y'all got anything before we get up out of here?
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
I know you guys are gonna do the we're here to tell you we don't care. But shout out to the start of the WNBA season. I'm so excited. Caitlin Clark plays tomorrow. Angel Reese is now with Atlanta. So many things have happened. I'm excited for this year. That's all I got. Bye.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
I care.
Yeah. Listen, my favorite WNBA team is somewhere in the Midwest. I'm gonna leave that there.
Indiana Fever.
Yeah, I'm a Fever fan. With that being said, though, from my
There's about
brother,
here.
Tone, you know who I am. From my sister, we'll see y'all. This has been the Friday episode of the Blitz Pickup. We will see y'all Monday. I'm not gonna end it with no bang tonight. I'll say this, Sully, when it's time, and Achane walks in that office, and he says, "Where's that contract?" Just do this.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
And we out of here, man. We'll see y'all Monday.
All right, peace, man.